this subject. It will cover the basic concept related to internet, related to network, right? And if you want to create your own website, your own web application, then this would be your step number one, right? Here we will be learning how to design web application or website, right? And any website is a combination of different web pages. So we will be learning how to create our web pages. But before that, I will teach you some of the theory related to this internet, from where it is started, right? Who started it? What is the use of it? So we will be learning all these things. First, let me show you your syllabus, and I'll be sharing my screen. You will be able to see my screen. Can you see my screen? No, you are not able to see my screen. Okay, let me share it again. Is it okay now? Can you see the screen now? You can just unmute yourself if you want to talk to me, right? Is it visible now, my screen? Okay. See, if I am presenting something, no, at that time I won't be able to see your messages. So at that time, if you have any query, if you want to say something, then you have to unmute yourself. Okay. So don't do message all the time, because I won't be able to see when I am presenting something. Anyways, so it's good that you are able to see the screen. Okay. So now let me show you the syllabus of our subject. So as I have told you, Introduction to Internet and HTML5. So what are we going to learn in this subject? So there will be total 5 units, right? We will start from unit 1, and there are some basic concepts, as I have told you, from where it is started, right? Who has started it? What is there in the root of internet, right? So the basic of internet, it starts with, it runs on protocols. So I'll be teaching you all the necessary protocols, right, through which we can access internet, through which we can share the data on the internet, right? So we will be learning about history of the internet, what is the meaning of internet, what is the meaning of www. Maybe in your school time you have done all these things, or maybe some of these things, okay, but still we will revise it. And even if you don't know anything about it, then also it is okay, right? I will teach you from the scratch, from the beginning, so do not worry. And we will be learning protocols, because the internet works on the protocol, not only internet but any network, right? To build any network, to share information on any network, we need some protocols. Protocols is nothing but it is like some rules, okay? So for smooth communication, we need to create rules, so that we will be learning. After that, we will learn what is the meaning of web server, what is the meaning of browser, web page, video conferencing or video calling, right? So all the tools related to web, that we will be learning in this unit number one, right? So everything will be very much basic. Hmm. Someone is trying to join now. Okay, yeah, all right. So we were talking about this. Yeah. So I'll be teaching you this many things in first unit. But before I start explaining, I know this is not a new word for you, right? Internet and www, these are not new concepts for you. So before I start, can any one of you answer me, according to you, what is the meaning of this internet? We all know about internet, right? Right now we are able to conduct this class. It is like a video conference only. So this is possible using internet only. So I want to know from you people that for you, what is the meaning of internet? Can I have some quick answers? You got my question? Should I repeat it?
Can I say, madam?
Yeah, you can.
Internet means the interconnection of networks,
Yeah.
and it's the totality of or the sum of some millions of computers together around the world.
Yes, correct. Yeah, very good. So it is ultimately connection of multiple networks, right? We will be able to connect some networks, and in as an individual we can connect with it, no, to share information, to exchange information. So it is like a medium. Yeah, so you are right. So is there anybody else? What is internet according to you? I don't want any proper definition from book. Okay, you just tell me according to you what is the meaning of it. Is there any girl in this class? Can I have answer from girl? Okay, let me see how many students are there. Angela. Okay, Angela, can you answer according to you? What is the meaning of internet? Angela, can you unmute yourself? Yeah, tell me. Yes, what is it? Your voice is very slow. Is everyone able to get her voice? I am not getting at least. It's okay, Angela. Uh, okay, my dear, your voice is not coming. You just mute yourself. I hope my voice is coming to you properly. Okay, Angela, mute. No issue. Yeah. So I want answer from C. Our class would be very much interactive. Okay. It will not be one-way communication only. See, I don't want it to make one-way communication. It won't be like that. Only I will speak. I want every one of you have to speak. Okay. So now you tell me anyone. Okay. Angela cannot speak, but she has at least attempted. Right. So I want one more answer. What is internet? It is not that much difficult. Come on. What is it? Or should I nominate someone? Deepak. Deepak, can you answer, beta? Deepak, just unmute yourself. Yes, Deepak.
Ma'am, we can share the files to different countries and different computers. That is called internet.
Yeah. and it is the widest, it is the biggest medium of information. We can get
Yes, ma'am.
whatever information we want. Okay, so we can get information, but somebody would have uploaded the information. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Hmm. So we can get information and we can upload the information as well. So we can be a client and we can be a service provider as well on the internet. But ultimately it is a medium, right? It is a medium for information exchange. So see, this subject is very interesting, okay, because we will be learning on the internet and how to create web pages and how to create website and everything would be there, and we all are interested in it, right? So this is not going to be a boring, a difficult kind of subject. It is going to be very interesting, but you have to pay your interest as well. Okay, you have to be very attentive. But I want two-way communication, right? You people have to speak. I will also speak. Yeah. So I am getting very good vibration from this class, by the way. So let's start now. So that was our unit number 1. So where we will be learning basic things. Now, as I told you, that we will be exchanging information. So to exchange information, to share something, there must be some rules. Okay, without rules, how can we do proper communication? So for that, we are having these protocols, right, to run internet smoothly. And then after we will be learning about these things. There will be video conferencing, there will be emailing, and web server, what is the meaning of server, and how can we create pages, right? Everything would be there. So that was one. After that, unit number 2, here we will start practical. Okay, from here we will be starting how to create your own page. Okay, if you want to create your page that you can run in a browser, right? So that we will be creating. So unit 2 is completely practical based. We will be learning different tags. Okay, what is the meaning of tag? Tag can be interpreted by a browser, because ultimately website will be executed in a browser only. Okay, so tag means it will be it will be executed, it will be interpreted by a browser. So we will be learning different tags to create, and tag will have attribute as well. Okay, so we will learn different but very basic tag of creating a web page. In unit number 3, we will be learning more tag, but this time tags would be advanced tag. Okay, I will teach you how to create form. Like in every website, there will be some registration form, there will be some feedback form, query form, so many kind of forms would be there. And we are able to create different tags for different websites. Okay, so that is the meaning of tag. So we will be learning different first, can anybody tell me that have you ever done it in your school time? Have you ever done this HTML and tags in your schooling? Is there anybody who has done it before? Okay, Jimmy has not done it. Okay, so is there anybody who has done it? Okay, Deepak has done it. Okay, do we have only one student who is aware with this? Is there anybody who left the class? Okay, Faustin also know about it. Very good. So we are having two students who already know about that. Very good. But don't worry, you might have done it in your 10th standard or maybe in 11th, 12th, I don't know. Okay. How much have you done? Deepak, can you tell me how much have you done? Like, are you able to create your web page, a simple web page? Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am. A small web page I can recreate from the HTML.
Yeah, a small static web page, right?
Yeah.
Very good. So you will be helping your classmates, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, better. Right. So, yeah. So we are having two students who already know about it. But still, I will teach from the beginning, okay? So you have to be with me. You have to be with my speed. Because Okay, one more student, he can, Mansoor also know about it. Yeah, but still, okay, I have to teach it from the beginning because we are having some students, they don't know anything about it. So I will keep them in my consideration, right? So I will start from the very basic, very scratch. So those who don't know about it, do not worry at all. But one more thing, see, I want to set some rules for our class. Okay, I don't want unnecessary messages. I will lock the chat box from here. I am blocking it now. Okay, you students are very good. You are not sending unnecessary messages, that I know. But still, you have to send messages only when I am asking something. Otherwise, you just unmute yourself. No, you can talk to me. Yeah. So we were talking about advanced tags. Yeah, let us continue with it. So what kind of advanced tag would be there, that if you want to draw something, then it will provide you canvas, right? You want to get the location of your user. Okay, we can get the location, no, from of our user. So that is also possible. We will be learning about iframes and so many things would be there. Okay, ultimately unit 3 is all about advanced HTML, like advanced tag and all the new thing that was not there in previous version of HTML. Then after, in unit number 4, I'll be teaching you CSS. CSS is cascading style sheet. What is the meaning of that? See, every website, it should look beautiful, right? It should look attractive. Then and then the more traffic would be there. Okay, so if you want to create your own website, then it should look good, it should look proper, and it should look professional. Okay, so to make a website attractive, to provide it style, right? We are having this facility, it is known as CSS. So in unit number 4, we will be learning how to provide style to your website. And in unit number 5, we will be learning to provide functionality to your website. Okay, to provide different functionalities, we will be having some functions, right? We will be having some coding facility that we will use by using this JavaScript. It is a scripting language. Okay, what is the meaning of scripting language? That I will teach you in detail. But in unit number 5, we will be including so many functionality in our website. Yeah. And at the end of this fifth unit, I will show you how, if you want to launch your website, if you want to publish your website, okay, then what steps you have to follow. That also I will teach you in this, at the end of this unit. So we will start from the beginning, how to write tags and what is the basic of internet. Right? So we will start from the beginning and we will learn up to launching a website, up to publishing a website. So everything would be there in this subject. So it is going to be interesting, right? It is not like a boring theory or something like that. So you will enjoy this subject like anything, but you have to follow my instructions. Okay. We will set some rules. We will set some rules like, first of all, you have to prepare a practical book. Okay. Hardly I will give you homework. I will almost never give you homework, but I will give you some assignments. So you have to write everything in your book. You have to prepare a practical book. We will be having practical session as well. Right? So everything, whatever coding I am giving to you, you have to write in that particular book. Whatever assignments I am giving to you, you have to write it in the book. So one practical book is needed. Number one. Number two, in every class, you have to attend it, you have to sit in the class with a book and pen. Okay, you cannot sit just like that. So you must be having a book with you. Because in every class I will ask you to note down, right? Not everything, but a few points, a few topics, especially when it is related to the examination, right? That I will ask you to note it down. So you have to prepare it, right? And attendance, yeah, attendance is must. Everyone should be present in all of the class. Yeah. So this is all about our subject. And Fine. So now I will start with the content. I will start with my presentation with unit number 1. I hope I am audible to everyone. If you are not getting my voice, no, then you just tell me immediately. So, can you see my slide? Can I
We
have
can
some
see
quick
that,
answer?
ma'am. Yes, we can
What?
see.
Oh, yes, you can see. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
And you just tell me if you want to decrease my speed, okay? If you are
Okay,
not
ma'am.
able to cope up with my speed. As of now, is there everything okay?
Clear, ma'am. Yes,
All
yes,
right.
ma'am.
So, unit number 1. First, what is the meaning of internet? So, as I have told you, internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks. Yeah, we can connect our computer with internet. It will be a part of a global network, not only a single computer, but we can connect our private network. Say, for example, in our college there is a lab. So, laboratory, lab itself is a network. So, we can connect the entire computer lab on internet. So, it will be part of the global interconnected computer network that use the standard Internet Protocol suite like TCP/IP to link several billions device worldwide, right? So we will be connecting our computer or our system, or it may be a mobile phone as well. Okay, so if you are connecting your phone with the internet, no, then that is also part of this global network. But whatever device is connected with this network, right, it will be using a standard protocol suite that is known as TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. That is the standard. It is not a single protocol. Okay, it is a complete set of protocol, a group of protocol, and okay, it is a network of networks. It means it is a global network, it is a big network which can have small network within it. Say, for example, as I have told you, know, our computer lab of our college, that itself is a network. And if I am connecting in with internet, lab to the internet, then it will be part of a big network. So it is a network of network, not only our lab, but there will be so many labs, and there will be so many computers connected with it. So network of networks that consist of millions of private, public, academic, business and government network of local to global scope. So in this network of internet, there might be private networks, there might be public network, or network related to academics. Say, for example, our lab, that is an academic network. Okay. If I am running a company, then my network, it would be a business network. Government would also be having its own network. So all these networks are part of the main network. All right. So the internet carries, yeah, I'm on the second paragraph, just read it out. The internet carries an extensive range of information, resources, and services. So, what would be there on the internet? So, first, it will have huge amount of information, extensive range of information. We can get whatever information we want. It would be there on internet. Okay, where it would be having resources and services. Yeah, so resources, like if I want to, okay, can any information that we know, what is the meaning of information, we will get it from internet. Can anybody give any example of resource, online resource that are we using? You got my question? Okay, I will repeat it. It carries extensive amount of information, resource and service. So information, meaning only information that we know. What resources are we getting from internet? Can anybody answer?
Am I audible, madam?
Am I not
Hello?
audible? Yeah, tell me.
No, Yes, we get information like news and
Mm-hmm.
books. For example,
Correct. Yes.
websites like Google and MSN.
Yeah, very good. Whatever information, you want latest news, you want tutorial, online tutorial, C language tutorial, HTML tutorial. So these all are the information. You want information related to Marwari University. So all the information we can get. But I am asking about services. What services we are able to get from the internet? Okay. Have you used ever any service from internet? Can anybody answer
Uh,
about it? Yeah, tell me.
yes, ma'am. There are services like online therapy and online learning, online tutorials.
Yeah,
I think those services
tutorial. Yeah,
also.
tutorial. We cannot say that tutorial is a resource. Okay, services means mailing is a service. Video conferencing is a service, right? So these are the services we are getting from it. And what are the resources we are using online? Can anybody answer about resources, online resources available to me? Can I give an example? Have you ever tried, if you want to convert online file, right, from Word to PDF, PDF to Word, something like that? So can we do it online? Have you ever done it?
No, ma'am. I don't think
Okay,
I've tried it.
okay. But this kind of resources are there, okay, that will help you to convert your files. So these are the resources and services like we can mail each other and we can use, right now we are doing video conferencing only, no? So it is a service. Do you agree with me? So it is a service provided by internet. So what would be there on the internet? So information would be there, resources would be there, and services would be there, such as the interlinked hypertext document and application of the World Wide Web, the infrastructure to support email and peer-to-peer network. So all these things would be on the internet, applications of World Wide Web, right? So there are so many applications that we can use through internet. Okay. Do you know about WhatsApp? Do you know what is WhatsApp? Have you
It
used it?
is online communicating
Yeah,
technology.
messaging. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
communicating. Yeah. So these are the applications of internet. Yeah. And maybe you have used Facebook, right? So these all are applications that we can use using internet. But we need proper infrastructure, right? Without the infrastructure, proper infrastructure, the ISP, internet service provider, and everything, we cannot use it. Yeah. So this was about internet, and now we will talk something about history of internet. Where, who started it? From where it was started? Okay. So previously, when computers it was new to us. Okay, and we nobody was knowing about internet in 1960s, before many years. At that time, US government has started it. It was started in United States of America. Why they needed it? See, okay, I will tell you entire history. You just listen to me carefully. US government, no, they wanted a network. They wanted a private network to share confidential information related to the US Army. Okay, so army related information, obviously it would be very confidential, right? So they prepared a network. At that time, this network was known as ARPANET. Initially, its name was not Internet, it was ARPANET. Okay, so okay, let us just read it out. The United States government in 1960s to build a robust means very strong, fault tolerant communication via computer network. So they just wanted a strong network, right, for communication. This work combined with the effort in United Kingdom and France. led to the primary network, the ARPANET, in the United States. So basically, initially it was known as ARPANET. Why it was known as ARPANET? Because it was developed by Advanced Research Project Agency of Networks. Okay, it was developed, this network was developed by this agency, Advanced Research Project Agency. That is why the name given to it was ARPANET. After that, okay, the interconnection of regional academic, so it was initially in 1960s, it was built for the US Army, okay, to share confidential information. After that, it became very successful. It was fault tolerant, it was robust. So after that, in 1980s, it was accepted by the academic networks. Okay, the interconnection of regional academic networks in 1980s marks the beginning of the transmission to the modern internet. So from here the internet starts. Okay. So it was adopted by the academics, by the universities. Previously it was just for the army. Right? And after that, in academic also it went very well. Yeah. And after that, after a few years, after a decade, it was open for the general purpose. It was open for the general public. From the early 90s, the network experienced sustained exponential growth as generation of institutional, personal, and mobile computers were connected to it. So then, after that, it will become a general purpose network that we known as internet. So like this, it was started. Now let me tell you something about ARPANET. What is ARPANET? It is an US agency, American agency, the Advanced Research Project Agency network. Was an early packet switching network and the first network to implement the TCP/IP protocol. Okay. So ARPANET, the first network in the history of internet. Okay. So it used packet switching for the communication. Okay, now what is the meaning of packet switching? Listen to me carefully. See, when we send something on the internet, no, it divides the entire information into small packets, right? And all the packets will travel on the internet. Say, for example, if you are sending an email or my voice is coming to you, you are able to see my presentation, right? If I want to send this presentation to you, I want to mail it to you, right? So I am sending some information. I am the sender, you are the receiver, right? So all the information would be divided into small packets, and these packets will travel on the network, on the internet. So this kind of thing is known as packet switching, right? And this network was the first one who implement this rule, this TCP/IP suite. Okay, I told you, no, it will control the transfer of data, the transmission of data. It is known as Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. See, when we want to do something, no, when we want to do some communication, we want to do some kind of sharing. So it is not possible without setting some rule. So this protocol are the rule to send and receive the data. Both the technology become the technical foundation of the internet. The ARPANET was initially founded by this agency of the United States Department of Defense. So this technology become foundation because this was the first technology that was used in the history of internet, and it was used by this agency, right? This advanced project agency, and this agency belongs to United States Department of Defense. Yeah. Then after use of internet, there are so many use of internet. Okay, we know all these use, right? We can send and receive emails, then information exchange. Email itself is information only. Then we can use it in our businesses. for social networking, right? WhatsApp and Facebook and Twitter, right? LinkedIn, all these are social networking sites through which we can do communication, or application through which we can do communication. Then after, of course, for online shopping, entertainment, and you are doing selling on internet, e-commerce website are there, and there are so many services, right? We can do job search on internet, right? And we want to book our flight, we want to book the ticket, everything is possible on internet. So these are the things, these are the services we are getting from internet. Okay, other than this there are so many services. Okay, can anybody answer, other than this, what services are there? You might have used it. It should not be in this list, okay? Have you used any service of internet other than this list?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Gaming services.
Oh, yes. Gaming, oh, yeah. You can call it a service. Yeah, people play game online. And then, any other? I know you people are knowing much more than me about this use of internet, because I never play game on internet. Anything else?
I think there are online dating services for people who want to meet online now.
Yeah,
Services for
me.
that. Yeah.
Okay, right. Anything else? Okay, there are many, right? There are so many. Right? Some would be there under social networking, some would be there under entertainment. We can watch movies online, right? And so many applications are there. Web series are there. So it all, in YouTube and everything, it comes under entertainment. Then online education, right? Online, see, right now what we are doing, this is online education only. So everything comes under this service. So it provides much service. But these are some example of it. After that, who owns the internet? Who is the owner of the internet? Right? Okay, so now can you tell me anything? Who is the owner of internet according to you? Who owns it? According to me, no one is the owner of internet. Okay, entire internet, no one can own it, because it is not a product, it is a service, right? And most of the time service cannot be owned by a single person, not by a person, not by a company, not by a government, right? So actually, no one actually owns the whole internet, and no a single person or organization can even control it. Okay, but what they can do, they can create infrastructure to use internet, and they will provide you facility to use their infrastructure. We call them ISP, Internet Service Provider. Yeah, let us just go through it. The internet has no centralized governance in either technology implementation or policies. For access and usage, each constituent network set its own policy. So every network will have its own set of policy, right? Whenever we are using a network, we have to follow their policies. So no one can own the internet. If you think the internet as unified single entity, then no one owns it. There are organizations that determine the internet's structure and how it works, right? So there will be organization that will give you structure of internet, and it will give you the rules, how to use it. It will set the protocols and everything, but they are not the owner of it. But they don't have the ownership over the internet itself, right? It will just provide you the structure. No government can claim to owning the internet, not any company as well. The internet is like a telephone system. Okay. So we can use any telephone network we want. But we cannot say that my telephone network is the owner of telephone system. No, it is not like that. So telephone is a network and internet is similarly a network, but no one can own it. Every telephone pole or satellite, all router, all data center, right? It is owned by a company, but it can own only that satellite, only that data center. It cannot own the entire telephonic system, right? But alone they are fundamentally useless. Okay, so I am having my telephone network. Okay, you are having your telephone network. But if see alone it is useless. Okay, my network has to communicate with your network. See, right now we all are using different internet. Say for example, I will tell you my internet provider. Okay, this I have connected with my phone, using my phone only, and I am connected with my network. The name of my network is Geo. You might be having some other network, and other student would be having its other network, right? We all are using our own network, and they are having their own satellite and they are having their data center. Everything would be there. But alone, my network is useless. My network has to connect with your network, right? So all nine networks right now, nine people, including me, nine people are here. So all the networks are connected with each other. Alone, we cannot do anything. Max to max, what I can do, I can communicate within my network, but that would be limited, no? The scope would be limited. So if I want to communicate with everyone, then it should be global. And if it is a global, then nobody can own it. But alone, they are fundamentally useless. It's own, it's only when they are connected. They all are connected. All the networks are connected with each other. In this way, the internet is more of a concept than a physical entity. So internet is not a physical entity, it is a concept. And nobody can own a concept. Okay, it is hard to own a concept. So that is why no one is owner of it. Although people own the infrastructure that support it. Yeah, so our internet service provider, our telephonic service provider that can support this concept, but that they cannot own it. Okay, that infrastructure is constantly changing. So we can change it at any time we want. We can change the company, right, of our telephonic network. We can change our internet network service provider. So we can change it, right, because it is just infrastructure that can be provided by any of the company. Again, the technical supporting and standardization of the core protocol are IP version 4 and IP version 6 is an activity of Internet Engineering Task Force. Yeah, so these two are very important topics, right? It is created by IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force, IP version. Okay, what is the meaning of it? See, any device which is a part of a network, no, it will have its own IP, right? I am connected with my laptop, you are connected with your mobile phone, a printer is connected with the network. So every device that is connected with this network or any network, it would have an IP address, right? So who has created, who has set the rule to create these IP addresses? It is done by this IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force. It is a non-profit organization of loosely affiliated international participants that anyone may associated with by contributing technical expertise. Yeah. So what is IETF? It is an organization. Now anybody can connect with this organization. If any organization, if any company wants to connect with it, then it should be having the supporting infrastructure. Okay, and it will be creating it the rule of assigning IP version. IP version, what is it? That I will explain you in detail. Okay, let us just go through it. This is nothing but what I told you just now. No, every hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am, you're audible now.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Every computer, mobile phone, or any other device connected to the internet needs a numerical IP address. What I told you just now, my laptop, your mobile phone, or a printer, right? A fax machine, anything which is connected with internet or any of the network, no, it will have IP address. IP address will be numeric. I will show you how it looks and how it will be prepared. So it will have an IP address. See, everyone will have an address. Okay, I am having my address. You are having your own address. College will have its address, right? So why we need address to identify a location? Are you getting me? Why you need my address? Because if you want to send something to me, if I want to send something to you, then we must be needing the address, no? Without address we cannot send and receive. So what we will do on internet? Ultimately we will do information exchange only. So to exchange the information, we need addresses, no? So all the devices on the internet, they will exchange information. So they must be having address. This address is known as IP address. IP address we will use to identify that particular device. It can be anything, a computer, a mobile phone or any device. In order, it should have IP address in order to communicate with other devices. The original IP address scheme called IPv4, Internet Protocol version 4. Now it is running out of addresses. Okay, it was very basic, it was original, right? Initially when internet was established, no, at that time IPv4 was created, but now so many devices, daily more and more devices are connecting with the internet. So now we don't have sufficient addresses. IPv4 don't have enough addresses, it is running out of the addresses. So after that we are having the next version, IPv6. It is, you call, extension of IPv4. IPv6 is the next generation internet protocol, standard internet protocol to eventually replace IPv4. The protocol may internet the protocol many internet services will use today. Yeah. So when the IPv4 was not sufficient, at that time we are having its extension IPv6, and it is connected with many services, many users on the internet. So it looks like this. Okay, I told you, no, it will be a numeric address, and every computer, every laptop will have this address, and you can find it out. It would be here in your network connection. You can open it in your laptop as well. You can find out what is your IP address, right? So, and there are so many things. Okay, you will be learning about subnet mask, and so many things would be there, right? But these concepts are part of networking, not our subject, right? So when you will learn fundamental of network, no, at that time you will be learning about how to create IP, how is it creating, how to identify it, submask, supermask, everything would be there. Yeah, but as of now I just want to show you how does it look. So it looks like this. Okay. Yeah. So there will be four numbers separated by a dot. Four decimal numbers should be there. Okay. First three number would be the ID of your network, and last number, that is your host ID. Host ID means ID of that particular device. If my device, your device, and so many devices are part of a network, so our network ID would be same, but our host ID would be different. So that was IP address. Now we will start ICANN. Okay, but I think that is it. Now I have to take your attendance, and from our next class we will be continuing from this topic. At that time I will ask you people, okay, that what we have to learn today. So you must remember the name of this topic. Now let me brief you about our today's class. What we have learned today. So first we have studied what is the meaning of internet. Right? So it is a network of network. Then history of internet. It started in 1960s by US government for defense system. At that time it was known as ARPANET. Then some use of internet, then who is the owner of internet, and then we learn something about IPv4 and IPv6. From the next class we have to learn with this ICANN. Chalo. Does anybody have any doubt in this particular class? I will take your attendance now. Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So if you have, it was very basic, right? It was very basic and it was very easy. But still, if you have, I will share this slide with you. Okay, I will mail you. So now, if you have any confusion, any query, any doubt, then you can ask me now. In every class, I will ask you. Okay, you can share your doubts with me.
As of now, till what ma'am has teach, there is no doubt for me.
All right, very good. It means you were very much attentive in the class. Your attentiveness is very good. So if you will be focused, if